Howdy, folks. We did it. We are on names 41 through 50. Yay! There's really nothing to say, honestly. Except for, this one's gonna get a little dark at the end here. But, this is just my interpretation. This is what I think. This is what I intuitively feel. You have all right to disagree with me. That's totally fine. It's totally cool. So, excuse me again, I have this cold. And yes, this is being filmed right after the other one. I'm getting this out while I still can, even though I'm sick. But, thank the gods for small favors, right? 41 is Lugalana. The power of the eldest of the elder ones possesses the secret knowledge of the world when the ancient ones and the elder ones were one, knows the essence of the ancient ones and where it might be found. So immediately what sticks out for me is where it says, knows the essence of the ancient ones and where it might be found. So, like anybody, or any of the forces of the ancient ones that are plaguing you, call upon him and he will find it. And some more history abilities. Like I said, a lot of these I haven't really worked with. 42. Lugal Uga. Knows the essence of all spirits of the dead and the unborn, and the starry and the earthly, and the spirits of the air, and the spirits of the wind, as well as which things he may tell thee, and thou wilt grow in wisdom. Light necromancy divination. That's what that says to me. Yeah. A lot of people think, necromancy is just this one thing. There's actually many levels to it. Like divination. I mean, you can use the bones. I mean, although it's a legal matter, if there ever was one, because you have to check with your local authorities and laws for that first. Because this is one of the biggest things that cut into like a mini argument, and one of the stupid aminos I was in, and you know which one. But it used to be a good one. Now it's stupid. like owning bones, like human remains. What is the legal? So I mean, if you have like everything permitted, if the paperwork's nice and legal, you can own them, and you can use, you know, you can use the remains for divination purposes, which is like on the very low light scale of necromancy. So, especially if you're trying to contact a specific person. I hope this makes sense. I really do. Because I know it's a taboo subject, and a great way to, you know, contact the dead specifically, to have that former person. 43. Irakingu. This is a power that laid capture to the commander of the forces of the Ancient Ones. Kingu, mighty demon, and Marduk might lay hold of him, and when its blood create the race of men. I would say this seems like somebody you would call on if you're having a hard time in a situation. So I mean, like I said, I could be wrong. But that's just what I'm getting. If you're stuck in a situation and you're having a hard time trying to get out of it, he would be good to call on. I'd say like another great name, or someone you would call in if you're like in an abusive relationship, maybe. I don't know. And I'm going to keep saying it till I'm blue in the face. This is just what I interpret. Okay. 44. Kenma. Judge and Lord of the Gods, at whose name they quake in fear. That the gods may not err, this power was given to oversee their activities, should they be lawful and within nature of the covenant. For the gods are forgetful and very far away. Immediately, what strikes me is if you're praying, and you just keep praying and praying and you just feel ignored. Or, you know, I'm going to use a personal example here. When the Christian God decided to ignore my prayers and decided to give me the shaft in 2015, during a situation that was dire, you would call upon Kenma, and he will, you know, I guess, crack the whip, put everybody in line. But I'm not going to say anything about the Christian God part outside of what I have, because that goes into another direction, which is another video for another day. on the Omnilords. But I also want to say that, you know, some gods and goddesses, like me, or take my experience for example. Like, I work with Ereshkigal and Mother Kali. Now, it doesn't seem like they listen to me, but they're always there. They're watching. If you watch my Owls and Ereshkigal video, it is my belief that she was here watching me in the form of an owl, which is not known to this area of Indianapolis. In all the 50 years of this this neighborhood has been around. Previously, maybe, but when this neighborhood went up, there hasn't been an owl ever. And I've been here for a good part of my life, since earliest memory would be 1990. Like, I have a 2-year-old memory, but like age 2 years old, but it's just one memory. But so I mean, you know, they're always watching. And as for Kali, she's always there to keep me in check when my ego starts to rise. She comes around, you know, and sets things straight. So, I mean, it may not seem like, you know, they're listening. I mean, some are assholes, I'm not gonna lie. Christian God being one of them. But, you know, some of them are listening. They just don't say much, which I can respect that. I can respect that a lot. So yeah. Next up is 45. Esseker. I know I screwed that up. The spirit possesses the knowledge of the length of life of any man, even unto the plants and the demons and the gods. He measureth all things and knoweth the space thereof. And so, I mean, I'm just going to blatantly say that, just one second here. Okay, sorry folks. I'm just going to bluntly say, because this can apply to, you know, asking the Ouija board too. If you have to ask how long you have left for yourself, you're going to become obsessed with it. And that's all you're going to think about. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, you could do it to somebody else, like, I don't know, your worst enemy, or what have you. He'd be great for plants. Like, I'm gonna try to get my my Vinca this year again. I didn't get it last year, which made me fucking sad, but I love those plants. I mean, that'd be good. See how long. That way you can prepare because I always lose one, like, flower, just, like, one flower, because it comes in, like, in a 4-pack, like, there's 4 flowers in each one, you know what I mean. I'm always losing one, so it'd be great. I could have called upon him during the whole spider demon bullshit. That would have been, you know, a great time saver. $46. Gibble. The power has been given the realm of fire in Forge. He keepeth the sharp point of the sword and the lance, and giveth understanding in the working of metals. He also raises the lightning that comes from the earth, and maketh swords to appear in the sky. So, this can go both ways, in my opinion. Obviously, if you're into sword making or metallurgy, or you work with any kind of metal, either scientifically or what have you, like I said, metallurgy. And this can also, I think, be interpreted as you call upon him to be like a commander or a general, somebody in high authority, you know, that commands people. That's what I get. 47. Adu. Raises storms that fill the entire heavens and causes the stars to tremble, and every gates of the Igigi to shake in their stead. Can fill the skies with his brightness, even the darkest hour of night. So I guess if you're having a situation that seems hopeless, call upon him and he will shine brightly to show you, I guess, to help you find the way out of it. So that's just what I'm saying. That's just what I'm thinking. Um, 48. Asharu. Knower of the treacherous ways, gives intelligence of the future and also of things past. Put the gods in their courses and determine their cycles. So if you feel like somebody's conspiring against you, like I have, because that's a thing apparently. People like to conspire against me for some goddamn reason. Family, friends. Why, I don't know. Put the charge cord back in. If your significant other might be planning something. Also good for divination. Excuse me. wish they would stop getting cherry cola and just get regular, but you know, whatever. Whatever. 49. Nibiru. Or Nibiru. The spirit of the gate of Marduk manages all things in their ways, moves the crossings of the stars after the fashion known to the Chaldeans. So, as my girlfriend put it, it is Marduk's messenger. So, I mean, if you're having another situation in your life that you're stuck, there's no hope, call upon Nibiru and it'll set things right and on the course they need to go. That's just what I'm getting. Finally, 50th name. Ninuam. And this is where we get dark. This is the power of Marduk as Lord of all that is, Judger of judgments, Decider of decisions, He who determines the laws and the reigns of kings. He may not be called save at the destruction of a city or the death of a king. Now this one I'm just going to straight up tell you. Ever since I read this one, like I read it when I first got it, and I saw that description, I'm like, oh. It's always stood out to me that this means if you call upon him when, you know, something bad is about to go down, like natural disasters, or dare I say it, and this is the first thing that actually popped into my head when I first read it so long ago, in the event of a nuclear disaster, you call upon him and to see if he will, you know, judge fairly if things should go that way, if that makes any sense to you. Like, if he decides, you know, no, you all got what you asked for, so enjoy. Kaboom. Or, you know, I don't know how to explain it because it's very dark. And that's just like immediately what my mind went to. Like, call upon him to see if he'll spare you or spare the world from this disaster, which, you know, would be great. But yeah, that's always been my thoughts on it, on Ninam. So that concludes names 41 through 50. Excuse me. Anything else in Volume 6 other than the incantations? Nope. The rest is just me talking about the ones that I've worked with, which I've already covered. And the ones that have no keyword. Which yeah, so well, what amazing ride. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed these videos. There's plenty more coming. I don't know how I'm gonna, or I don't know how to do it from here, because 50 names is amazing. Because the 50 names is pretty much all I've worked with so far. Since 2018 is supposed to be the year of me getting into gatewalking, which we're already the 3rd month in. The year's still young, but I'm hoping to get things going, so but I don't know, I'll think of something to continue with the series. So like I said, these are just my interpretations. You don't have to take them. So with that, I'm going to call it a video. Be sure to follow my brothers in arms in the description box. You can also find me at the Aminos on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, obviously. And speaking of YouTube, if you are new to this video and you'd like to see more of my videos, head on over to my channel. I have a plethora of things to watch, and if you feel like it, subscribe, become part of Team Awesome. And I apologize for having a cold through this whole shindig. It is technically March 9th from March 8th's recordings. And I would like to make a side note. In one of my previous videos in the series, I said that it didn't have like a little description outside of, or a sub description outside of the main description with the name. Yes and no. The main book does not have it, but the spell book does, where the author gives his own interpretation, or his own experience. Spellbook has it, main book does not. And I will state again that you are supposed to do the gate walking first. But people are people, and people will do what people want to do. So I'm just going to say, if you are going to jump in, please be careful. And if you need be, want to hear my tale again, revert back to names back to video 2, in this 50 Names of Marduk series. Revert to that in my 7 long years. Getting angry about it, just thinking about it. Or you could check out my demon playlist and watch my 5-year anniversary videos, because that was a fucking result of not being careful. And I will defend it to I'm blue in the face that you always need to be careful. Take your time. Study. Do not rush, which is the same as take your time. Well, do not rush the ritual. Take your time studying. Take your time learning. Do not rush the ritual. And I will leave it at that. Let's see what else here. I think that's about it. So, I will catch you all later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you real soon.